my research focuses on working with economists and with agriculturalists to understand how financial incentives drive this pandemic. But unless we frame the problem as commercial in origin, we will never solve it. And so I draw the parallel with tobacco because I think we have to start thinking about treating the companies that make our food a little bit in the way that we treat other companies that interact with our health, the oil industry, and particularly the tobacco industry. You are all part of an experiment that you didn't volunteer for. We're all being trialed constantly using brand new molecules which have never been in our diet before, and new formulations of ancient molecules that have never been tried in a formulation. And you have an internal, evolved system to deal with food that isn't very good at dealing with these foods. So in my book, I explicitly link, I try and write it using the techniques that developed in this best-selling book called The Easy Way to Quit Smoking. Has anyone here ever read this book or used it to quit smoking? Yeah, it's very popular. And it's unique in the self-help genre because it's the only book recommended by the World Health Organization as a well-evidenced way of quitting smoking. And part of the trick in this book is that you're advised to keep smoking while you read the book. And so at the heart of my book is an invitation to participate in the experiment. You're already doing it. Ultra-processed foods make up a huge proportion of what we eat, but to do it for yourself. So keep eating while you read. Source in The Guardian, the long read on ultra-processed food, which had huge influence on me. So you can read about ultra-processed food, and I would encourage you to engage with it, because that was the experiment that I did when I was writing the book, is I went on a month-long diet of ultra-processed food. And I didn't do that casually. I didn't do it as a stunt for a telly program. I did it to gather pilot data for a much bigger study that we're now running at UCL. So I did it with the help of very expert colleagues. And I'll talk a little bit about what happened to me in that diet.